Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be making a tier list of YouTubers I think I could beat in a 1v1. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alrighty, first person we have is McCreamy. Now, McCreamy's a content creator. He mainly uploads challenge videos, that sort of thing. He has casually played comp in the past, and I'm not gonna lie, he's actually pretty good. So, I would put him, I reckon we're fairly even skill level. So I'm gonna say evenly matched, me and McCreamy. Alright, next up we have the X2 twins. Now, the X2 twins started out as competitive players, but now they're content creators. Recently, they went away to America and they haven't been grinding the game as much, so I'm gonna say slightly not in my favor just because they haven't been grinding recently. I reckon I could take a few rounds off both of them in the 1v1. Next up we have Cypher PK. Now Cypher PK is a content creator. I think he used to play a little bit of comp, but he's full content now and he's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like I always see him carrying Ninja and Courage, so I'm gonna put him, I'm gonna say evenly matched. I feel like he's a similar skill level to McCreamy, so I think a 1v1 between me and Cypher would actually be quite close. Next up we have Fresh. Now Fresh is an interesting one. He doesn't stream anymore, so I'm going to assume he doesn't play the game 6 to 8 hours like he used to when he was playing comp and that. So I'm thinking maybe the same category as the twins. Like if he's full grinding, I would put him in this category, the same as the twins, but because he doesn't play the game as much anymore, I'll put him in the slightly not my favor category. Next up we have Booger. Now the World Cup champion, he won back-to-back FNCSs. He's going straight in, almost likely lose. Like, if we 1v1 100 times, I'm losing 100 times. Next up we have Chances. Now, Chances is a content creator, and he is actually pretty good. I have come across him a few times in game, and he has killed me every time, but the fights have been very close. For that reason, I'm going to put him in evenly matched, along with Cypher PK and McCreamy. Next up, we have Overstrand. Now, Overstrand used to focus a little bit more on competitive, but he's mainly shifted to content now. But he is still very good at the game. And I would honestly probably say, I almost want to put him in this category, slightly not my favor. Like, my man Overstrand is actually cracked. Next up, we have Courage. Now, Courage has only come back to the game recently. I was watching him on stream the other day, and he's actually not that bad, considering he took a long break. But I would have to say, I'm most likely going to win based off what I've seen. Next up, we have Laserbeam. Now, Laserbeam doesn't actually play the game that much. He will occasionally upload a Fortnite video, but not that often. So based off of that, I'll have to put him in the almost likely win category. Next up, we have Ninja. Now, Ninja's basically playing the game full time again now, after being on and off there for a little bit. And his skill level's actually pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm gonna say slightly in my favor. I reckon I'd win majority of the rounds, but every now and then he is gonna win a round. Next up, we have Nick. Now, Nick's actually pretty cracked, I'm not gonna lie. He plays the tournaments, streams arena, like he actually works on his mechanics, and you can tell he works on his mechanics. So for that, I'm gonna say slightly not in my favor. He's not quite Booger level, but I think he fits in with these creators well, like similar skill level. I'd actually probably put him at the top of this skill level at the moment. Next up, we have Ali A. Now, there was a time in Fortnite where he was easily considered one of the best players, but now, I don't actually know how much he even plays the game anymore. Like, I know he uploads Fortnite, but he doesn't really upload challenge videos or anything like that anymore. It's more like reactions, news sort of content. So I'm not sure how much he's actually playing the game these days. So I'm gonna say I will most likely win. Next up, we have Mao. Now, Mao did take a big break from Fortnite there for a bit, but he's back now, grinding out some good content, and his skill level's always been pretty good. So I would say I'd put him in a similar category to McCreamy. Alrighty, next up we have Clicks. Now, Clicks is a competitive player. He streams all the tournaments, arena, all that sort of stuff, uploads on his YouTube. If I verse Clicks, I'm just getting smoked, honestly. The same as Booger, I'm losing 100 rounds out of 100 if I go up against Clicks in a 1v1. Next up we have Aussie Antics. Now, Aussie Antics is an interesting one. He mainly does viewing parties and that sort of stuff, but from what I've actually seen on his stream, when he plays the game, he's actually at a decent skill level. So I would have to put him, I'm actually going to put him in the evenly matched category. I think for 1v1, I think the fights would actually be very even. Next up, we have Somerset. Now, Somerset's kind of a mixture between a comp player and a content creator, and she's actually really good at the game. Like, she streams arena with Clicks, plays the tournaments, Like, she's actually really good. Now, I'm actually gonna say slightly not in my favor. Like, she's gonna win majority of the rounds, but every now and then I could probably win a round. Alrighty, next up we have Jmenzie. Now, Zemmie's a hard crown grinder and mainly plays pubs, but like, he's actually insane at the game. Like, when he plays arena and that, he can more than hold his own weight. For that, I'm gonna say slightly not in my favor. I think he'd win majority of them, but I think I could take a few rounds off him. Next up, we have Jmenzie. Now, Jmenzie's like a really casual content creator. Like, he does memes, death runs, challenge videos, like all that sort of stuff. But he's actually not bad at the game. So I'm gonna say, if there was a category between these two, I would literally put him in it. I'm gonna say slightly in my favor. But I think I'd win majority of the rounds, but every now and then he is gonna win a round. Alrighty, lastly we have Loserfruit. Now, Loserfruit's probably a bit more of a variety content creator compared to a lot of people on this list, but she still does play quite a bit of Fortnite. And I have also seen her casually play Fortnite tournaments as well. So I'm gonna say, kind of like Jmenzie, like there's a category in the middle, I would put her into it, but I'm gonna be nice and say slightly in my favor. I think she'd win a round every now and then. Alright, the tier list is finally complete. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this list, and thanks for watching, guys.